what's up, guys? Big drama, not drama, but maybe a little controversy, a little breaking news. Breaking news is probably the best way to put it. But this guy, Sparkitt, finally on the ban list. Finally. And I'm going to use this video to explain why this is the right decision. I haven't been in competitive play for a while, admittedly, but this was one of the reasons why I've kind of taken a step away from it, because in my opinion, it took away the creativity of the game. So, to give you a rundown, Sparkitt, when you pair it with Zeus, right? It has a Nexus effect, so you can take up to 2 Thunder Spirits, nexus it onto another, onto itself, and then you could look at the opponent's hand and hand rip and force them to put it into the underworld. Also, if you pair it with Astrabbit, you have to decide, do I use my EQ on Sparkitt, or do I use my EQ on Astrabbit? There's a lot of other complications, but that's the main one. It just made it really tough, right? In a game that already struggles with keeping a hand, right? Like keeping cards to be able to play, Sparkitt made this almost impossible to go against. Unless you had, multiple EQs, I guess you could still Gorgon's gaze it, but on turn one hand rip, you can't do anything about it, right? So like, you're sitting there as an opponent, you see a Sparkitt and Zeus, and this is the other thing, is this strategy alone almost invited the person playing it to not be afraid of mulliganing. So like, for anybody who's not aware of what a mulligan is, you can discard 2 spirits, and then you can you can discard your hand and pull 5 new cards. I think you have to put it back in the deck, shuffle, and then pull 5 new cards. So really, what everybody in Thunder Nexus was trying to do was just getting this combination in their starting hand, and then they knew they were at least getting 1 hand rip, and then you know what your opponent's hand is, so you can strategize around that. It just makes it made it really tough. It made me, like, especially when you see all these base set tournaments, the early tournaments, all you saw was this. And then Earth Beatdown was sprinkled in there. There was a couple other things that made it to Top Cut. And it just took away the creativity from the game, in my opinion. I mean, I could be wrong. I haven't, like I said, played competitive for a couple months now. There's other reasons for that. Having a baby does that to you. But yeah, it's great news. I think it's the right call. And anybody trying to ban Astrabbit, stop. Just stop. It's not happening, because it's a defensive presence, but it doesn't stop you from winning a game, right? I mean, it's just going to be a staple in every deck. Astrabbit's a staple in just about every deck, just like Gorgon's is, just like Shield is, just like EQ. I mean, EQ and Tsunami kind of I put in the same boat, where you can either play one or the other. But I don't see any other cards that need to be banned right now. I really don't. I mean, Voltempest, I don't necessarily love the card, but I don't think it needs to be banned, because it's still kind of hard to get out. You don't really see a lot of people playing 3 drops, even in Frostfall. I mean, I'm hoping with this Sonicore finally makes a comeback again. Love Sonicore, love the design, love its effect with Bag of Winds. But I just wanted to jump on here to tell everybody the good news. That could be a hot take. I don't care. It's my video. I could say what I want. But Sparkitt being gone on the banned list, Great. I did see that they're going to, I don't know if it's at 4 or 5, they're bringing Sparkitt back with a different effect, and I think it's Sparkitt Return from whatever they used as the Underworld name. But yeah, I mean, this is, I think, great news. I think I'll say this, I like that Dan is being very careful with the ban list, because people have been screaming for this for a very long time. But he allowed it to play out for a very long time, probably for longer than it needed to be played out. But guess what? That shows me that there's patience, there's a system in place for all this stuff, and that's why I believe in the game, right? Anybody new coming across this channel, most of the stuff I do on here, pack openings. I have a series with Gray Shift 77 where we're ranking card arts with Shattered Stars. That's what a lot of the stuff I do, but I do enjoy the competitive side as well. Just hasn't worked out for my lifestyle right now. But like I said, this is a great idea. This gives me even more hope in this game. But yeah, I don't want to ramble on any longer. Good job, Dan. Good job, Illustrious team, and can't wait to see what the future holds. So, have a good one.